Currently 4 minutes left. I'm back on, but that means that the night's probably gonna be crazy. Jesus, what, a lot of boogers. What boogers? Thank you for that follow, door. Yeah, Caroline's are pirated everywhere, unfortunately. She's another one. And her stuff's even more, like, circulating than mine is, so, like, she's got way more cases of it, too. Excuse me. Yeah, John's in Throne of Thunder. He's farming. He's got a staff he's after for his transmog, and he's in there farming it now. Because I can see his screen from here. Because that's what I looked. I was like, is he get disconnected? No, he's still in it. So, but they aren't fully down, but they said there would be a lot of latency and cooldowns. But sent a message to Carolyn for you. Oh, that was really nice. We're aware. We generally are aware. Like, I know these sites, and I have people that message me for support on patterns that they took off these pirate sites, which is why I make people now give me an invoice number before I help them with anything that's not a simple task. Because they'll get to, like, a screen capped copy of one of my patterns, or something that was, like, basically altered on top of everything else, or taken and turned into a different language that I don't support, and therefore they translated it wrong. And they'll message me and they'll be like, I need help with this. I don't understand it. You don't have pictures. And I'm like, I do have pictures. So can I have your invoice number? I'll look it up. And they'll be like, oh, I lost it. And I don't help them. Like, that's when I just go, I'm sorry, I don't. I'm like, the pictures explain it. I'm so sorry. The pattern has pictures, and you know, you can purchase an updated copy for your library here, and then I link them to it, and then I never hear anything from them. Yeah, no, I have people that contact me all the time for stolen patterns. It's why I get so many. It's ridiculous. Your dad about the rules and that stuff. You bought a cross stitch pattern, asked if I would send him a copy. You had to explain why I would do that. Yeah. Well, and I mean, here's the thing. Like, if say you're at, like, Crystal and Heidi were sitting there and crocheting together, and they had one copy of my Dexter the Dilophosaurus, and they were sharing it. Like, I could care less about that. That is not the problem. You know, you having a pattern, and you and your best friend that knit together sit there and make the same pattern, working together while you're hanging out. That is not art. That is not on our. That's not even remotely on our radar as far as patterns go. It's when you take it and you share it to a group of people, or you put it out there on the internet publicly. That's when we have issues with it. Like, it's not like, even if you had sent it to your dad, like, I don't know, I can't speak for that designer because every designer has their own feelings, but most likely that's not what they're thinking about. Like, most of us are like, don't put our stuff publicly on the net where everybody can download it for free, which basically now makes that pattern free, because once it's free, it's always free. And that is, yeah. And that's even like when us designers do, like, free pattern giveaways and stuff. Like, generally, once a pattern's made free, our sales do go down on those patterns. You took the opportunity to open his eyes to the issue. It is awesome. Yeah, it is absolutely awesome that you did take that opportunity to open his eyes to the issue. It is. And I mean, there's a lot of people that just don't know, and I try to explain it to them, and it's then you get people that are so scared they think they, like, broke all these laws because they were, you know, crocheting with their friend in the same room, and, like, that's not what it is. I didn't know if you meant, like, your dad was send it. Oh, so you had okay, so you weren't in the same. But yeah, that's, I don't know. It's just people don't think anything of it, and they don't think anything of, like, showing it, and that's why I'm really careful with my patterns not to show them on screen, because I wouldn't want somebody showing my patterns on screen for everybody. It's, you get me in, like, a heated rant on this whole thing, and it's just there's a lot, and there's a lot of ups and a lot of downs being a crochet pattern designer. You wouldn't think it. You really wouldn't expect there to be so many, like, yeah. But there is. It's not an easy job. And it's oftentimes not as rewarding of a job as you would think. I mean, the rewards come into, I get to do what I want to do, and, you know, I make pretty things, and I share how to make those pretty things with people that also enjoy my crafts. But if this was our only income, it could not be. Like, if, you know, John's job wasn't what it was, and, you know, we weren't, like, I couldn't do this. There's no way I could do this. I would have to go and actually get a job that pays way more than this. It pays enough that it's enough supplement. But if this was your only income, it's not gonna work for you, most likely, unless you're one of the few people out there. And it's only a few people out there in the industry that are, you know, actually career crocheters. Pass on the original, don't keep. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I got rid of these books and I didn't make photocopies of them, nobody could say anything to that one. If I made a photocopy of the book, then yeah. And I mean, technically, most of those books I do have a digital copy of, so that's kind of a gray area as well. Because I do have a digital copy as well as the hard copy. I think we're about 50-50 on what I have digital copies with at this point. But for cross stitches, that could totally work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have about half of them that I don't have a digital copy for though. I have it, but the ones that I do have the digital for, that would not work for it because I technically have both. But for that's why I was surprised when I first heard that Amigurumi Patterns actually give you a free PDF if you pre-order. Yeah, I mean, I guess they, but then I mean at the same time, like the PDF copy tends to be cheaper than the actual hardcover book. So if you don't want the PDF card, like if you're buying the hardcover book, you most likely want the hardcover book. Um, but I mean, yeah, that's true too. But I guess on the same note, they figure that if you're gonna make a photocopy and then give the book away, that's something they can't control either. So what's to stop you from making a photocopy and then keeping the photocopy and selling the book as well? I mean, I guess it's kind of like one of those, like, it's like buying a DVD, getting a digital copy, linking the digital copy to your account, and giving the physical to someone. Yeah. I'm not selling my books though. My books are I like those books. Those books are my collection. And the books that I have parted with, that I have passed on through giveaways or whatever, like I don't have another copy of those books and I have no desire to have another copy of those books. So, I outgrew those books, but they help somebody else now. Yeah, they like the I do like that you get a digital copy with them though, and that's why I buy them from them because again, I am a klutz. If something happened to my hardcover book, although I probably would replace it for my collection, I like knowing that I have the digital copy that I can use. Yeah, it is a good deal. And, like Amazon's like a couple dollars cheaper, but you get it quicker and you get both copies through the site itself. And they probably don't have to pay all the Amazon fees and stuff on it. So like I kind of like ordering directly from them. You're able to get both books. Awesome. Yeah, I have the dinosaurs come or the prehistoric. I'm sure there'll be a prehistoric too, but that's not the one I'm talking about. The dragons and unicorns. I have that one too. I bought that one as well. So there are so many books that you want to buy, but money. I have a couple books on my wish list though. I tend to stick to the amigurumi.net books because they are just really nice books. My Pika Pal finally came. My Pika Pal 2 finally came. Finally got that one. So, but I have a couple that are not from them that are on my wish list that I'll eventually get, and my guess is I'll probably get around the holidays and my birthday. Like my last birthday, I ended up with like 5 crochet books. I'll probably end up with probably similar because if they're not gifted to me, I will probably just buy them with my money that I get for my birthday as well. So it's like I have this My Sweet Crochet Friends, I think is one of the ones that I have that's in there and that is on my wish list, and then I have another one that is It's not the kawaii book, but it's another similar setup kind of book to that with another like a bunch of little projects that is really cute. Um, I feel like there's another book on my list, and then I have the fairy tales and the books that are from missing from my collection from that. Forget what they are. They're on my wish list on Amazon. I just don't remember what they are yet. Lord, that might be it. That might be the one. That name sounds familiar. Amazon.